You have to promise yourself that one day you will wake up in Bali. And if you're wondering why I say so, it's because Bali is one of a kind. It has the most exotic landscapes without even trying. The natural iconic rice fields, the beaches, the monkeys, mountains, volcanoes, temples, flower gardens, the breeze, the people, the food, rivers, waterfalls, their religion and culture. Everything about it makes Bali a point of enchanting beauty, personal freedom, and spiritual interest. Bali's views and exotic energy are real, and I want you to experience it at least in this video. Now, you need to know that Bali is not perfect like everything else, right? There are good and bad things about it, but one thing I must say is that every single time we went out of our hotel to visit a new site, we were in complete exhilaration. There was not a dull moment when we toured Bali, and today I want to share with you one of my favorite experiences in Bali. I will leave you the link to the tour we took in the description below. But to start, we got picked up from our hotel in Uluwatu at 7 a.m. By the way, this is a far spot from the beach destination we were going, so maybe it's best to take this tour if you are in the area of Canggu or Ubud. But in case you're far, don't worry about it, the tour guide is still willing to pick you up. And for this, let me just take a moment of appreciation to our tour guide. Thank you so much for offering us the best of you. We will never forget this day. Alright, let's get started. So as I said, they picked us up at 7 a.m. and from here, we headed to the Blue Lagoon beach. Upon arrival to the small town, Yande took us to this restaurant to have some coffee and a much needed breakfast. The food was perfect, the staff was amazing. As we arrived to the actual beach, the blue of the water really hypnotizes you. You can't stop appreciating the colors around you and the ocean breeze. So beautiful. We met our captain, who we called Captain Nemo. He drove us to our first snorkeling point and helped us find Nemo. I really didn't think I was gonna see it, and when I did, I was so excited. I just wanted to go deep into the water to, I don't know, in my head, play with it, but I wasn't really playing, but you know what I mean. It was just very fun.
Touch the little corals and everything and touch Nemo, and it was so amazing. This guy can stay underwater for like 30 plus seconds. It's great. So yeah, now we're gonna see if we can catch some turtles. Hopefully we can. It's gonna be fun. We're excited.
We headed to our second snorkeling point in the Blue Lagoon beach to search for turtles. However, we could not find any. Nonetheless, we still enjoyed the universe of the sea. I saw a sea snake, which I didn't get to record, but that's okay. I got to see other interesting fish, and let me share those with you. Next, a much needed lunch at the same restaurant. Of course, we had mie goreng, and it was the perfect meal after a long day of snorkeling. And this was included with the package. Now, welcome to Tokatsepung. This is one of those places that you need to put on your travel checklist right now. So pause this video and put it down. But I say so because this one is considered a virgin waterfall in Bali, meaning that it's been made by Mother Nature and no one else. As any other waterfall sightseeing, the journey to the destination can get quite adventurous. Though the path is clearly set for you, there are some slippery and steeply steps downhill, so be careful. Once you're downstairs, you have to walk about 8 minutes through the caves and the river until you find the magical spot. I'm not going to say that the route is hard, but it's not easy either, so be aware of coming well equipped. As you can tell, this waterfall is one of the most photogenic spots in Bali. I mean, everyone has a picture here. People line up and take hours to get pictures. And I gotta say, it's not always fun to wait for all of these influencers to get their thing done. But once you are able to get under the waterfall, nothing else matters, guys. It's so majestic, so energizing. I loved the experience. We had so much fun. However, an interesting fact is that all the information you're going to find in Google, and apparently from this video, is how to get here, how to get stunning pictures here, what's the best time to visit for the greatest pictures, and yeah, more of that. But nothing about the background history, or what happened to this cave, or how was a waterfall formed. I'm so curious to know these details because I think they matter. So if you have answers for me, please share. I wish this information was out there. But for your information, this waterfall is about an hour and a half or less from the Denpasar airport. The tickets are about 15,000 IDR. And my message for you is to push yourself as hard as you can to really explore the secrets of Bali. I know it can be a bit tenuous or long to get to the hidden gems, but they are the hidden gems for a reason. Another unique and kind thing to do in Bali is to visit and support coffee plantations. Balinese people are hard workers, and right now they are really in need of business. They suffered a lot due to COVID, so do your reviews, pick the one that you're most interested in and go. Spend time with them, learn about coffee plantation processes, have fun, drink a lot of coffee, and yeah. To tell you about my experience, we got super lucky with the funniest Balinese lady I've ever met. She made us laugh so much and also taught us so much. We learned to identify vanilla plant, cacao plants, coffee plants.
So this is the coffee.
Indeed, we even saw the Asian civet cat that defecates the luwak coffee. In here, they call it the good shit. Apparently, it's one of the most expensive and fancy coffees in the world. And fun fact, it's produced in Indonesia. This is a poop.
Yeah, this is the good shit.
This is the good shit.
Cappuccino. This is the poop before we washing. This is the poop after we washing and after we dry.
Wow. No smell.
Yeah, no, it doesn't smell like poop. It doesn't smell like coffee also.
So for a quick summary, in case you're curious, the situation here is that the civet cats are very smart at eating the best quality coffee cherry beans. Their digestive enzymes digest the bean only partially. Then workers handpick their poop, wash it, dry it, and roast them. But let's pause for a second here to acknowledge this friend. I know he's not in the best conditions here, but apparently they let them out at night. Not sure if that's true, and actually I've been reading some sad stories about how this Kopi Luwak coffee is made. So I did not try it or purchased it because I prefer not to support a cause I'm not super sure of, but it's up to you to try it. What are your thoughts on this? Going back to our tour, as I said, I learned a lot, and we tried dried coffee beans and all types of tasty teas and coffee combinations like avocado coffee, cacao coffee, coconut coffee, all delicious. We had a super sweet time drinking coffee, talking with our tour guide, and enjoying the view. So the damage is done. Ooh. Look, all we drank, well, except this one. We didn't love it, but it was good. It's just black coffee. But we drank all of these teas and all of these coffees, and they were delicious.
Amazing. This is the best coffee I've ever had, ever. Guys, come here.
Towards the end, we purchased some of the products to support them. Once again, they have all types of interesting combinations of coffee, tea, and chocolate flavors. So I'm sure there will be one here for you. And by the way, in case you're wondering, this video is not sponsored. I just really want to support this community. Coffee, mocha coffee, that was Nick's favorite and the one that we're taking home. Coconut coffee, really delicious as well. And they come with all of the ingredients already inside, and they tell you right here: Bali coffee, cocoa powder, non-dairy creamer, and yeah, all the stuff that's in there. And then there's chocolate over here. They have vanilla chocolate coffee, orange chocolate, and dark chocolate. That's the one we're taking home. Here's Nick with his bag of goodies. And of course they have a Bali coffee over here. So in conclusion, this tour included a pickup, snorkeling adventure, lunch, waterfall, coffee plantation, and drop-off. The total time was about 12 hours. It was totally worth it, and I would rate this tour as a 4.8, just because I would prefer the locations were closer to each other. I feel like we spent a lot of time driving, and I don't like long drives. But other than that, it was really perfect, and our tour guide was wonderful. You can do these things on your own, or otherwise you can get the tour. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to answer and help. And also let me know about your complex thoughts on Kopi Luwak coffee. What do you think? See you next week!